Imagine a different kind of morning. Instead of the familiar sights and sounds of your own city, you wake up to the rhythmic hum of a bustling Cairo street, the smell of fresh bread from a nearby bakery, and the haunting melody of the azan, the call to prayer, echoing from a minaret. This isn't a vacation. This is home. This is Egypt. We often picture Egypt through the lens of history, pharaohs, pyramids, and temples. But what if you were born there today? What would daily life look like beyond the postcards? Egypt is a country of contrasts, where a glorious past meets a challenging present. Your life would begin with family, the cornerstone of Egyptian society. Families are large, close-knit, and often live near each other. Grandparents, cousins, and uncles are part of daily life. Gatherings are frequent, sometimes every day, and these strong social ties act as a safety net. With average monthly salaries between only $100 and $150, making ends meet is not easy. That's why many households rely not only on shared incomes, but also on money sent home by Egyptians working abroad. According to the World Bank, Egypt is one of the top countries in the world for remittances, receiving more than $30 billion in 2022, much of it from workers in the Gulf states. These transfers are a lifeline for millions of families, helping them cover daily expenses. The economy would constantly shape your life. Inflation has risen sharply in recent years, reducing the value of the Egyptian pound and driving up the cost of food, housing, and transport. Even basic groceries can feel expensive. Black market exchange rates are common knowledge because the official rate rarely reflects reality. Many young Egyptians struggle to find stable work, and unemployment is high, especially among educated youth. For this reason, dreams of leaving the country to work abroad are very common. Education would also be central to your life. Public schools are overcrowded, often with more than 40 students in a class. Teachers are underpaid, resources are scarce, and the system relies heavily on memorization. To cope, families spend a large share of their income on private tutoring, which is seen as essential for success. University education is relatively accessible, but graduates often discover that jobs matching their qualifications are scarce, leading to frustration and disappointment. Healthcare shows a similar divide. Public hospitals exist, but quality is low, with long waiting times and limited equipment. Families who can afford it turn to private clinics, but the cost is high. A serious illness can place enormous financial strain on a household, pushing many into debt. Daily life would feel both vibrant and exhausting. Cairo is a city that never slows down, alive with energy, but also with noise, traffic, and stress. Commutes can last hours, and infrastructure is unreliable. Outside the cities, life is slower and more traditional, especially in rural villages along the Nile, but opportunities and services are far more limited. Security would always be part of your reality. Egypt ranks low on global peace indexes, reflecting political instability and social challenges. Violent crime is less common than in some parts of the world, but petty theft, harassment, and weak infrastructure create daily insecurity. For women in particular, public spaces can feel unsafe, and walking alone at night often carries risks. Still, communities are tightly knit, and neighbors often look out for one another. Religion would weave through every part of life. Around 90% of Egyptians are Muslim, and about 10% are Coptic Christian. The call to prayer sets the rhythm of the day. Religious celebrations such as Ramadan, Eid, and Coptic Christmas are not only spiritual occasions, but also community events, filled with gatherings, generosity, and togetherness. If you were born in Egypt, your life would be a mix of pride and struggle. Pride in living in a country that gave the world one of its greatest civilizations, and struggle in facing the realities of today: economic hardship, crowded schools, weak healthcare, and daily chaos. And yet, through it all, Egyptians are known for their resilience, humor, and warmth. Strangers can quickly become friends. Neighbors support each other in times of difficulty. This spirit of solidarity balances the challenges of modern life. So, life in Egypt would not be easy, but it would be unforgettable. You would grow up in the shadow of the pyramids, along the banks of the timeless Nile, in a land where every stone tells a story, and where the strength of its people continues to write the next chapter.